Now that we've created the array, we can start writing the methods to display this menu, and then each method for each one of this: adding a task, displaying tasks, and so on. So first we're going to start by displaying the menu, and they give us information on how to write the method to display the menu. So display available options to the user, prompt the user, then return the choice. So the choice is going to be either 1, 2, 3, or 4, which means it's going to be an integer. So our method, display options method, is going to return an integer. So then we can start by writing the method. So it's static returns an integer, display options, then before I started this video, I wrote all this right lines so I don't waste time writing them. Then from here I can test if this method is working. So then I'll just return 1, which is an integer. If I don't return anything, I'm gonna get an error. So now I just want to see if these values get displayed when I call this method, right? Let's call display options, and let's run the code and see what happens. So this warning is because I declared a variable and I'm not using it, so you can ignore it for now. All that matters is this code here shows up and there's no big errors or red errors at this point, so we can carry on. So now we need to prompt the user, right, to enter their choice. So right line, enter your choice. Then we go, this here is going to say enter your choice. Then we are going to store their choice in a variable. You can call it choice is equals to, it's going to be an integer, so we need to pass the read line. Console dot read line. Then we are going to return the choice the user will be entering. So we can check if the code works again. The code still works, and then if we ask the user to enter, they can enter a value, right? So then with this here, the user, what if the user doesn't enter a number within this range? So we could do a while loop or a do while loop. So we want to do this. We want to ask the user to enter a choice each time. While the choice is less than 1 or the choice is greater than 4. So if the choice is less than 1 or greater than 4, we want to ask the user to enter their choice again, right? And then we could say if, so the user can get a message if they enter a wrong input. So if the user has entered a wrong input, we just say console dot write invalid input, right? So then if we run the code, there is a problem On line 40 the name choice does not exist. Okay, so what we have to do is I am declaring a variable inside of a loop. I should declare it outside and then use it inside of the loop. So then we run the code again. Is it even clear? Okay, enter a choice. If we enter 5, then it says invalid input. If you enter 2, then we get out of the program, which means the program works so far. So in the next video we'll do the next methods.